Fuck it, we'll do it live.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming out and watching tonight. My name's Ginger. We're going to be casting the Helios versus GBI game tonight on Utah. With me, I got Flig and I got Glow from Glow's Battlegrounds, both former original Helios. And let me see, I got to find Gatto Rocket here to join. Sugar.
Oh, we have a good old WN7. It's going to be a fun time. Oh, yeah. Whoever's in the meat grind is going to be stuck in a bowl of 8 between artillery, tanks, and just non-rendering machine guns, especially from that house. Yep, precisely.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is everybody's probably most loved and hated point on Utah. It's just an absolute meat grind, arty fest, tank round fest. Some key areas we're going to be watching are obviously the hard cap here. Allies are going to initially try to take control of this house here too, which depending on who you ask is either called grandmas, grandpas, like 30 different relatives' names. Axis are going to try to take early control of these crossroads right here. It's kind of one of their only good launching points to come up this road and come down and into the point as well. But ultimately, whoever gets this point off opener tends to have a good chance of holding it for the whole game. It's, for both sides, really hard to take back just because it's surrounded by nothing but open fields.
Yep, armor is going to play a big part in this game. So, especially for WN7, if you're Axis, you need to stack up the tanks through the field. So, I remember a game we played. Ginger, you were with me last season. TL, well, WTH recap WN7 by sending tanks south, and there's no other way around. It's a field. It's an open field. Infantry itself cannot do it. So it's going to be an interesting combine of arms game. We'll see which team has the best, I would say, coordination between two. I think it's going to be a little, I would say, disorganized to a certain extent, but we could potentially be surprised or impressed.
Looking at just how the teams are stacking up here too, we can see Helios has 2 trucks pretty far. What is that? Yeah, south here, 1 up north. Tanks are all kind of stacking south to try to rush that point and kill as much of the infantry as possible. Over on the GBI side, I'm probably expecting a lot of the same.
So I've heard from some GBI members that there were a lot of new players trying comp for the first time. Also, we have an interesting ringer on GBI side, none other than Hagrid himself.
Oh, Hagrid. Now, a little inside source told me that there might have been some rockets and snipes prepped for this match. So let's see kind of what happens here.
After the cap, let's check out the map, because I believe all the points are at the bottom, right?
All the points were at the bottom except for, I think, Helios's last point was mid.
Oh god, this is gonna be a...
It's gonna come down to the flex squads and wherever's... Oh, we saw a rocket a little early, to be honest. I would say good 20-25 seconds early.
Yeah.
That almost looked like a baby burden rocket.
Could see some infantry starting to bail, going for that early control of Grandma's house there.
Rockets are well timed, although not exactly.
Oh, we got one there. What was that?
Is that a truck?
Is that a truck or was that? That was a Greyhound.
The Greyhound.
Good snipe on the Greyhound down there. That's gonna be huge. Doesn't feel quite as juicy as getting a truck on opener, but
so
it's
the
gonna be
2
huge.
SLs got killed instantly south for GBI.
That's gonna be huge too, because those SLs.
Well? I think it's one option maybe. Oh, we got Hagrid rushing the house.
Settle this. Let me let this settle down a little bit here, and then I'll see if I can get those names turned on a little bit better. But yeah, GBI losing both of those SLs to the south really quick like that, that's going to be big, because it's going to allow those squads to get burned out pretty quick if they didn't get their OPs down in time.
Yep, absolutely. Also, Helios is doing exactly what has to be done. They send armor straight to the point. There's still one Steward alive. Oh, it got hit by a rocket by Ness.
Yep, so Steward is one hit right now.
That was a great opener from Helios. Yeah, Steward was it again? Yeah. Might have been a ricochet shot.
Ooh, Artie's going crazy right now.
Oh,
wow! Did they just get wiped from the point, Helios?
So
see here.
The cap has slowed down a little bit. Looks like, from our perspective, there is more GBI infantry in the cap zone. It might flip over, but there is armor. It's just hidden on your screen. Wow. 2 tanks are behind the tree line to the left, right here, upping that cap weight presence from Helios, and it's a cap.
Artie's
2 minutes in.
Crazy right now, man. A lot of kills.
Yeah,
Who's
so
on Artie?
Initial cap goes to Helios here. Like I said earlier, that's huge for them just because this is such a hard point for both teams to really come back and try to take. So we'll see if Helios can take good control of the town. Like I said earlier, they've got crossroads pretty heavy that they're pushing off of. They're going to be trying to push up through the town to create that kind of space, as well as trying to get something to clear out Grandma's house. And
yeah,
you know, obviously there's always a Gary behind that little shack there they're going to be trying to get to clear out.
Yeah, exactly. What Helios must do right now is take full control of the point to push back GBI far enough so they cannot put any OPs in the field and have to cross it entirely. So far it's looking good. South is being defended at all costs. There is a tank, a GBI tank. Oh, the Steward went up in flames. There's a, I'm assuming it's a 75, if you can zoom in a little bit to the tank that's there.
Yep, that looks like the medium 75. You can see they also got some OPs in those little divots, you know, shell holes there in the ground that they're going to be trying desperately to get out of that open field to get to some sort of cover from.
It looks a little grim right now for GBI. Nothing is done. Maybe if we can take a look at the map to see how it unfolds. So right now we do have great control. We have King OPs already pushing forward. Next step for Helios is take control of Grandma, Grandpa's, however you call it, house. And from there you will be able, if you manage to get to the house, box out GBI entirely and push them back. WN5 and Uncle Red, those are 2 awful points for GBI to defend. So they have to keep control of WN7, or at least the outskirts of it, as much as they can.
They're awful points to defend, like you said. If they let Helios get up that close to it, I mean WN5 in particular, all of this is just nothing but open fields around it. You've got some hedge lines and a few trenches you can try to get into to push that, but I would say those open fields are just as hard for Helios to push as it is for GBI to defend it. So we can see on the flare we got a huge spawn down here, kind of right at the wall next to the 75. So I'm sure they got some OPs up there. They're going to try to filter infantry in to clear some of this out. But that's really their only solid way into WN7 at this point.
There is Helios squad leader moving forward, trying to potentially burn OPs. I don't know who that is, just north of the 2 guys down.
Dirty Troller up there.
Can we turn up the names? Or the
names? Let me see if I can get that real quick. Let's see.
Get down. The
nameplates are all up. Try that.
Yeah,
there we go. That's much better. That's much better. It's my first time streaming, so there's going to be some little technical difficulties here and there. Hopefully nothing too major, but we'll figure it out as we go.
We do
going crazy right now.
I see as well that BC Finest is playing for GBI.
He is?
Ah.
Yes. Just died behind the carcass of the...
That's a little interesting.
Oh, 75 got a direct hit. Yep.
Yep.
Haggard told me to get him some good shots of him. I tried, but you know he just kind of got shot trying to run into WN7 there. So GG's Haggard. Try harder next time.
There's a very strong lineup of Helios guys there. We have Sealy, Sniper Girl, Renegade, former OG Panda, Max Badness. Widow was a little further. Dirty Troller is a great shot as well, and then obviously Leaps and Ajax. So, I mean, yeah, Ricochet right there. So, I mean, Helios' game plan is pretty easy there. Get the tank out and burn those OPs. Gotta sacrifice your body, do it. That's it. Because as soon as GBI's OPs are out of this field, there's absolutely no way they can come back forward as they did. They will have to go slightly around or push from the road, the red road, as we called it, north.
I think Leaf is going for that satchel.
Leaf's going for it.
Let's see, can he get it?
I don't think that tank knows he's there. Oh, he's rotating.
I think he's trying to splash the house to see if he can get him. Oh, and looks like we had a tank covering from behind.
Oh, shit.
Somewhere.
Yeah. Or is that
all the way back here. We got a 76 sitting back. So that's good tank play there. You know, just covering your other tanks is one push up. You know, if you're sitting behind, try to do your best to watch his ass, to watch out for those satchel players like that.
Yeah. We do see Helios starting to box out GBI entirely from the point. We have numbers. It is, I would say, a good strategy. A lot of teams tend to keep the cap weight somewhat light when you get control, but Helios doesn't want to make the same mistakes they've done in the past games. They're just going to overload the cap. This is well done. They got numbers. 1, 2, 3. They got at least 6 or 7 OPs and a garrison around the cap point, so...
Especially on a point like this, you know, that retake kind of goes both ways, even if you're the defensive team. If you get burned out of a point like WN7 on defense, you can pretty much guarantee you're not getting back in. They're going to end up capping off of just that little bit there. So it's real important to make sure this whole complex is pretty well cleared out before you start flexing infantry out to other areas to overload it. But as you can see, Helios has good control of the city right now. You know, infantry all the way up to the chapel, left side of the road's pretty much completely theirs, and they're starting to make good progress crossing that road as well to completely clear it out.
Yep.
As things are coming to a lull here, GBI was nice enough to give me their Archon link too, so let me take a second and pull that up. We'll see where we're at. So we've got Sherkle, number 1. I'm assuming that's going to be GBI's Artie with 45. Gatto Rocket is going to be Helios' Rocky in second with 34. We've got DJ in third at 15. Then comes Braz in fourth and Maxi Pad at fifth, both tied at 14. GBI Aviator at 13, Sniper Girl 11. Take Care, which I believe is our buddy Coco, at 11 for 9th place. And then Haggard coming in tied with Ajax and Coco, also at 11 kills.
So GBI is basically just pushed out of the cap point itself, and they're all concentrated around Grandma's Grandpa's. Pretty great. I don't know if it's a tank or not. Already shelled just on their OB spawn. Yep.
With how much infantry GBI has just northwest of Grandma's Grandpa's there, that's going to be, I'd say, almost impossible for those squads like Gas Mask, Dr. Spets, and them there to push those fields to try to burn that. Helios' best move on that part right now is going to be crossfire from Ajax and Maxi Pad and them down here, and then Whiskey and Bond and those squads up there to be able to push across the fields and crossfire down. But just trying to
bring us a little closer to that close fight that's going to start at Grandma's and Grandpa's, and yes, exactly.
Yeah, yep.
Full. Ajax, the Chad himself, going for it. I don't think he understands how many guys he's actually running into.
No, he probably, you know, peeked and saw 1 or 2, and we've all done it. We see the 1 or 2 and we think we're good, and we step in to find 15 more, you know.
He's somehow still alive in the house itself. Interesting.
Can we zoom in on that?
Yeah.
He's taking him out.
He's clearing it.
He's on 2nd floor, I think. Oh.
Bear's coming up behind him, and Bear gets him. Yep.
The guy was probably rock hard. He couldn't hear anything besides the shot he was firing. Knowing the guys were spawning there, he couldn't hear the bear coming from behind. So GBI is actually playing on the back foot right now. As you can see, they're outside the cap sector trying to overload places. That's not going to work. Utah is a map of edges, and notwithstanding how many guys you send north, it's just open fields. You need to shift W to the security somewhat of the barbed wire as well as the red road and the trees and whatnot. There's no other way around. It's a terrible map when you're boxed out or you're on the back foot, but it is what it is. Shift W is the key.
This whole map, really, if you're not the team in control of the town, it's a terrible map. You know, everything outside of that town is just nothing but hedgerows and open fields. And trying to make any progress in that environment is just god-awful. Check something here. So the stream's starting to come online for all the viewers. Loving some of the comments right now. You know, Honey Badger telling me that I got a nice budget Jimbo stream here. Mike Greenham that it does look like Jimbo Light. That was sort of the goal. I'm not quite Jimbo's level of troll or video editing quality, but kind of want to try to be funny as well. So for the audio there, the audio was turned off during the intro screen, so hopefully now that we've switched over to the map on the actual over to the game on the actual stream, that's starting to pop up as well.
I think it works, yeah.
All right, cool. I would check myself, but the ungodly echo that'll create, I don't want to do that to you guys.
Also, right now we have come to the point of a stalemate. So Helios hasn't been able to take control of Grandma or Grandpa's whatever. GBI is now holding the trenches just east. Helios is in numbers there, but let's see. It's going to come down to a sneaky tank approach, potential airhead, good artillery shots, and a bombing run. But we're going to be, I'm assuming, watching that play out for a while.
Yeah, and that's pretty much the tale of this map and this point layout here. You know, time and time again, I know we've all played Utah, WN7, and this is pretty much exactly what you see. You know, the team that has control of WN7 trying to push out and clear either Grandma's house or the crossroads, depending on who they are, and the other team holding them, and it's just a meat grind trying to take those two key places from each other, and it ends up as a stalemate for a while. You know, Helios, you can see, it might have gotten pushed out of the north here a little bit. GBI is kind of broken into the town up near, you know, south of Chapel. Garrison network still looks good, so nothing really pinging on the back line or anything. I don't know if GBI is going to try sort of a whammo approach at some point. I would assume they'd get somebody back there to at least try something eventually, but for all we know, he might be up here in the D3 sector right now going super wide on a gigaflank.
Exactly. Right now we have able squad from Helios that has a little more forward east OP. If you open up the map, I don't know if it's still up. Yes, down south east of WN7. Who's able?
Able is going to be Dyslexics United.
So Helios is now actively trying to bug them out entirely. Let's see if that works. Who's RT on Helios?
Artillery is going to be Gatto Rocket. And I'm not an arty player by any means, so I could be completely wrong on this take. I kind of wish I had City here to give me the arty inside, but the two places I'd be kind of trying to focus right now are these trenches right here and these trenches back here. You know, just knowing WN7, that's the Allies' two only true routes into the point. I'd kind of just want to bounce back and forth between those and shut it down to make sure that they can't get in. But we can see GBI is getting some decent pressure in from those trenches, and as they take some pressure up on those north trenches here, it's allowing these guys in the east trench to move up a little bit too.
Can we take a look at the tank positioning? I'm just curious.
Yeah, let's see.
The tanks have been pretty quiet.
So we got our two Tigers down here, kind of where you you normally see them, and they're doing the competitive tank game where they double stack and try to shoot 2 other tanks that are probably also double stacked. But you can see kind of the sight line they have here all the way up through to the other side of WN7. And I'm sure if we go to the other side, let's see. Yep, so we got 176 parked there, just kind of peeking back and forth on that hedge.
Midpoint is actually flicking a little bit.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's go back to it.
Yeah, pressure for GBI.
Oh, Agrid is doing some Agrid stuff.
Yeah, wiped out.
So he's dead.
Oh, yeah. He should be being defended now. Yeah.
Jed, GBI is making some really good progress here. You know, getting into WN7. Usually this stalemate kind of lasts a lot longer than it did. We'll see if Helios can kind of answer that, push those trenches and clear them out of it.
Spawn wave. Yeah.
Yep.
It looks like one of the tanks are moving up too.
So the best teams always capitalize on just a point starting flicker. Oh boy, that RA shot was perfectly. And we're back to square one.
Let's see something here.
Oh, it's the Widow cam.
See if we can get the Widow cam going. Oh, I lost him. Caster's Curse might have killed him. No, he's still trucking here. Oh, nope, he's dead.
Yeah.
He's dead. Sorry, Widow.
The ginger feet cam.
Starting to see. Oh, we got onto Widow cam here. Let's see what happens. See the man himself in action. I've seen this guy top frag against GBI as a commander before.
He's in his superstar era, if I may.
He is, you know, if we were going to do a hella loose draft, this guy would go first round, hands down here. You know, I'd say probably top 5 to 10 in the draft.
Interesting.
It's kind of just looking around.
The guy is a tree, that's fine. It's, must have had some private lessons with Baby Burn. Potentially Breath as well.
And the tree no more.
Tree no more. So, GBI is... Agrid is doing what Agrid does best, is wrecking havoc. He's trying to push forward and burn OPs. That's all you can do on WN7. That's what you have to do. The spawning points are just along the edges, both west and east. And there's no layers to it. It's a field on both sides. As soon as you burn them, you get the cap presence, you get the cap overload. That is all. So GBI can try to do it with infantry only, or they will lead their tanks south if they're comfortable enough. And that's how you do it. There's no other way around.
You can see one of our Tigers kind of pushed up towards the hard point here. Little Stuka coming in. Let's see if it gets anything. Nope, never does. Stuka, worst commander ability in the game by far.
Oh, Smithers, come on.
But I mean, you know, we got this Helios tank pushed up to the point here. His main focus is still going to be those 276s back there. He's not going to be able to really deal with infantry a whole lot as long as those are there kind of watching, waiting for him to peak. But what he's really effectively achieving is just adding a ton of cap weight to that point right now, sitting in the circle.
GBI actually has taken control of the south of WN7.
Yeah. We got Haggard down here.
I mean, they're knocking on the front door right now. I mean,
let's see if I can do this.
I wonder how long it's going to take for them to push their heavies up. You know, or they're going to be playing peekaboo for the next 50 minutes, probably.
We got our Goblin Cam here, also known as Haggard Cam. Let's kind of see what he's up to tonight. Gets Ness, you know, as he peeks around the corner there, and then gets pretty much shot from behind. So
GBI has to satchel that house at all costs.
Yeah.
Oh, GBI Bear went far. I don't know if Burn OP just...
76 is
He
moving
did
up
get
on
up
the
far
south
there.
side.
Yep. I'm kind of surprised. Haggard actually didn't satchel that house. He's great for knowing when to switch to that satchel class. He's not afraid to run a shotgun or a grease gun like most of us are, and he kind of just drops satchels as he goes, clearing. So we'll see if he's come back on AT. Let's see. Yep, that's the satchel AT class. There goes the satchel on the house.
Their 76 has pushed up on the bottom side of the map.
Exactly. That's what you got to do.
That's
That's what you got to do. It is. When the satchel goes... Oh, an artillery in it.
Crazy right now. Oh, man.
So it's not going to be the juiciest satchel, but he should get Ajax and probably Zan out of that house at least. He goes down, not to worry.
Let's see if anyone else gets to the...
Oh, 76 is down. Satchel went up as well.
Wow, just unfortunate timing for GBI.
But we got GBI with this OP up right behind the blown up rep station here, just allowing them to kind of flood into the point. It looks like they got a full squad that's doing that right now as well.
Tiger is still alive, preventing GBI from having the upper end in terms of cap weight and whatnot. The OPs are all in the Pinnace Trench, and they know that. They need to throw the nades there. Aragon just died, so they have a direct line of sight. They got the house. It's looking grim.
It is. I see a lot of Helios guys, you know, trying to make this run across the field right now. Let's look at our map here real quick. So we still got 4 OPs and a Gary, you know, roughly on WN7. So they're not completely burnt out yet. It's getting to the point. I'd say if those OPs aren't full, I'd start thinking about filling.
Starting to flip. Yep, it is starting to flip. Helios took control of Grandma's, but I mean, if they do, which look at Nick and Azza, they're coming from the north. They might have a direct line of sight on GBI. Hagrid is trying to satchel the tank. Hagrid just died. Tiger is rolling back up. That's always a risk with that map. I feel like people are being dragged outside the cap sector. Oh, did Nick manage to burn the OPs? He also killed the SL. It's entirely possible he did so.
So Gary's down. We still got Baker, Abel, and Dogs OPs on the point here. Abel's and Dogs are going to have a bit of a open field run to get in, though. So now that this infantry has control of the house and they're starting to push to these west side hedges here, it's going to be hard for those guys to get back into the point.
They have 2 tanks they were covering, whereas where's GBI armor? Can you go take a look?
Let's see, they still got an AT gun and a 76 back here, and I don't think that tank that went down has made its way back up yet. BC, we see you.
Yeah.
We see you, BC.
They just had 2, and then one went down, so...
Yeah.
It's gonna be a minute until that new 76 comes up.
So the issue here is armor is favoring Helios for now.
Yeah.
If you don't get 76 on the point, that's 2 Tigers. There's one there, and there's one further south, just outside of your map.
Yeah. So and having that 2 Tiger to 176 advantage, this back Tiger can kind of keep their 76 in check, allowing the one closer to the point to focus more on infantry now, which is really going to help Helios maintain control at this point.
Will Leaps make the runs burn the OP? Leaps actually got 3 guys. Widow's also pushing. GBI must preserve that OB at all costs if they want that push to be successful. I don't think they're going to get it. They don't have the armor to support it anyhow, so...
I think we just had Widow and Haggard. Widow won the Battle of the Brothers fight there. You know, that's kind of like Master and Protege. You know,
It is. And
Sith Lord Widow has, come up and overtaken his master. So they come and burn this OP back behind the rep station there. So good job to Helios. It was looking grim there for a second, and they've pretty much taken control back of WN7, I'd say.
yes, they did. I think it would come down to 2 points. The main issue is the 76 going down at the same time as Agret Satchel, so they could not coordinate there. And the fact that he sent only 176, whereas Helios had 2 Tigers covering one another, was an issue. And Helios doing what they should be doing, which means taking ground. Will Widow manage to burn the next set of OPs that is in the trench? Oh, what a kill there.
And that was a spotter there too, so it looks like that's just a recon OP back here. So not a huge deal entirely. You're only going to get those 2 guys spawning in on it. Nick and Widow might just take a chance to farm this for a second. OP goes down, and Girl Cock Surprise goes down as well.
All right, so Ellis in full control both of the point itself and Grandma's. If you can zoom in a little bit, there looks to be a million guys there. You believe Spets is just screaming at what's going on right now?
He's not getting artied right now, so not getting friendly artied, so he's probably not yelling too much at this point. If Gatto Rocket starts shifting arty fire right into Spets' lane of travel, though, I bet there's going to be some yelling in TeamSpeak.
So, Ellis in full control. GBI is trying to move into town from the north. They kind of shift their weight right now. The best they can do is, I would assume, take control of the crossroad where DJ is actually camping with his machine gun.
Yep. And
that's where... Yeah, go ahead.
I would say this is one of the big issues with making any progress past midpoint on Utah, is it takes so much to be able to push up, kind of this front door. You start to have to sacrifice some of what's behind you in the town there. And so they got to find that nice balance of being able to push up but still control the town so that GBI just doesn't dump right into WN7 from behind. Take a moment, kind of see what's going on over here. We got 276s rolling up, trying to help this infantry retake Grandma's house and push off this hedge.
So Braz playing sniper. All right, just moving forward. Let's see.
I think Spetch just got shot by 2 tanks at the same time, so that one might get him flustered a little bit.
Rocket. Did it hit?
So this Al's...
See, Beaver's got an OP up on the other side of this little white cylinder here, so that's going to be huge for, they might have just retaken. Yeah, they took out Maxi Pad.
Garfield just went down, so... Oh, a big spawn away from 2 different OPs.
Oh. Man, this Artie's on point today on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So it's a step-by-step. So GBI has to take control of the trenches and the bunkers just north and then reassert themselves if they want to, whereas Helios has to take control of that house at all costs, otherwise they're just going to get pulled back. They also managed to stop the push in the town from the north, looks like.
Yeah, it looks like they got some good control of that again. Let's take a quick trip up here, see what we got going on.
I'm
we've
surprised
got
that
Dank
no
Nugs
team
pushed all the way up to the church almost.
Neither team has attempted a big flanking approach.
Yeah, Well, we see Scrimmy back here on the back line going for something.
Can we go take a look at Screamy? See.
Yeah, let's see if we can find Scrimmy
What's
on the
up?
map here.
There it is.
You can see we got.
Girl,
They
cock.
know he's back here. Both spotters are out flaring him. So we'll see. He's got his OP way up here, though.
I'm sure he's a crack on G Fuel right now, so he should be fine. Can do that.
Let's see if we get him. We got one SL and, you know, two
SL
spotters here
first.
looking for him.
Yeah.
So Screamy now has obviously he has the 4090, but I think he switched to a 32 inches with 240 hertz refresh rate. I think he can see through walls with that setup.
Yeah, I mean, if there's money to put on a monitor, Scrimmy's got it. So we see Kim Jong
Oh, here we
Un
go.
coming in here dropping
Here we go.
supplies. We're gonna try the double drop, but I don't
Oh,
think it's
no.
gonna work.
Damn.
And that means Scrimmy moved the OP up to do that as well, so it's gonna get burnt. And
Oh, they were trying to.
It's smoke and defend it here.
let's
Oh,
see.
Smoke Eater doing it.
Oh!
He got kills.
Come
Let's
on,
go,
one
let's go. Kills, sweet. One more. He managed to
Come on,
drop.
smoke.
Zoom in a little bit to that fight. If you
No.
Oh no, Smoke is dead.
Oh, damn.
So will Sweet burn the OP? Will
Yeah.
Sweet
Did
burn the
Scrimmy
OP?
get in and save it?
Come on!
Come on,
Oh
oh.
no!
They're on!
What is going on?
Scrimmy saves
my
it.
God!
Scrimmy saves it.
Oh,
So OP's
battle of the
down.
Shitters there.
Wow, that was sick.
I don't know about you, but my kind of move at this point would be abandon those 50 supplies we've already dropped
Yes,
in
yeah,
and get
yeah,
this
move,
this
yes.
OP moved.
Yes, ASAP.
The problem is, I'm assuming is at the edge of what he can do. I don't know why he's going back north.
He's trying to. I don't know.
I think he's going to
Yeah.
try to clear them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens here.
So, can you open the map quickly? Just to see if any progress was made on the front? No, it seems to be stalled. Helios has full control. There's a tank moving forward on the red road. I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
GBI took control back of Grandma's house completely there. You can see
Oh, they
that's
did.
kinda-
Actually, they absolutely did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Scrim dropped one.
Problem is, they also kill Girl Cock Super. So they know he's
Girl
around.
Cock Supreme. That's
Supreme. All right. All right.
That-
Yeah,
So that's actually
that
a
makes sense.
GBI Gary
Whether
and
it's-
OP there, so we'll see. Or no, that's
let's
supplies.
go, Scrim.
The 400 FPS there and the G Fuel.
I
gave
think
him that
Reggie's
fight.
going to get him as he kind of pushes up through. You know, there's no real concealment by this fence here.
Dude, it's always.
Oh, he gets him!
what
He
is-
gets him!
Dude,
Scrimmy
it's always
gonna get
Gary
to
crossing
Gary?
his area. He's gonna get it.
If he gets the
Scrimmy
Gary up,
Just
Lo, you
going on a
should
rampage
offer
back
this
here.
Man,
Oh man.
offer this man a yearly supply of G Fuel delivered to his house.
Sponsor this man. Come on, G Fuel.
Scrimmy's draft stock definitely just went up here a little bit.
Oh, all right. We have Sweet approaching from behind here.
Yeah,
The one mistake Scrimmy has made so far is he still doesn't have that OP up.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what his cooldown timer's like if he's
He
just
gets
trying
shot in
to.
the ass.
Ah!
no,
And he goes down.
Damn. That's all right.
All right, so how's the front line looking? Not much has changed, although GBI is holding onto that grandma's house at all costs. They need it as a launching pad for whichever attack they want to do. The key is the point itself. So they can fight as long as they want on the red road, but they have to do some sort of aggregate approach as he did previously, which means go from the south, get on the point itself, and then it gets hectic and confused. Otherwise, you're just lining up there for tanks, RD, machine guns, and whatnot. It's a shitty point. It can be a shitty map. I personally like it, but I can understand why some people don't. But GBI doesn't have anything to do besides pushing where they are right now. Terry, M-Dog, Samrin, Sandieri, and whatnot. They need to move forward. But Smitter's there. Man, our god himself is gracing the presence on the point. He's got his 70,000 DPI. His binoculars are out. He's got a Thompson machine gun. No, he's Axis, my bad. He's got the MP40.
No,
Man,
he's running
on a
Gewehr
mission.
today. Or is that? Yeah,
God.
Gewehr today.
A soothing voice to make sure that the team is doing well. Keep morale up.
I just wish he would say something in local chat right now to hear that soothing voice.
Talk to him.
I don't. I'd talk to him, but I don't want to ruin his train of thought.
True, true.
So, it's a. I mean, it's not. Nothing's happening right now. It just requires one guy of GBI managing to sneak south, put an OP so they can have numbers on the point itself. It's gonna be hard because we got none other than Sniper Girl on Sniper holding house down south. She's got nasty aim.
She's yeah. Yes, Sniper Girl is she's built different.
She's built
That is-
different,
that is-
but
that's definitely for sure.
pure
Definitely
different.
one of the
She has
one of the
been
top-
watched over and over and over. I think even more than confident, to be honest. So people have been going over VODs or live streams and whatnot. I mean, trying to find a reason to believe she's anything but a good player, but so far nothing. She's just a good player.
yeah. I mean, everything this
She's no
girl has
airbags,
done.
let's be honest. But
The difference between her and some suspicious people out there that I won't say is, Sniper Girl has been this good as long as I've seen her play.
yep,
There wasn't any sort of massive
She's,
increase in skill overnight.
exactly. She's dropping good games in comp, but it's nothing egregious. Like she doesn't all of a sudden drop 150. She's playing pretty well. Had the chance
Yeah.
to play alongside her for 1 or 2 seasons already. She's been loyal to Confident. But what will she do now?
Can we take a look at the map here? I want to see
Yeah.
if Scrim. Oh, okay, Scrim is no.
Oh, it's a
longer-
beautiful map for Helios. They have a.
Oh yeah, that's a perfect line right there.
If I were Smitter there, I would have to try to hide that boner because look at that beautiful.
That's yeah.
From
Yeah, I mean, the garrison network's great. The OP layout right now is very well surrounding the point.
you know what's missing on the map and makes me sad? A scrimmy Wamo approach. Where's the map?
I know. If
Probably reloading
He's,
the G-Shield.
he's taking a
Okay.
detour. Yeah.
Is he Queen?
you can see him up here, Queen.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to try it again here. But just to look at some of the other stuff Helios has going on, fuel situation and whatnot, we've got our 2 Tigers down here playing southwest of WN7. And, I mean, Helios is still sitting at 1,200 fuel with, I don't know, yeah, they got the reserve Tiger already spawned in back in HQ as well, so they definitely got some fuel to play with if they, decide they need to. But I mean,
I'll be honest, I don't say that very often, but GBI has to be just east on the trenches there, throw smokes as much as you can, and hope for one of your guys to manage to sneak south.
yeah,
Put no there. That's what they did on the previous attack, but they have to do that with obviously some tank support. But where are GBI tanks? They do not seem willing to engage very much.
we got one up north here, right by Grandma's house, and he's a little damaged.
And Helios is control of the house. Oh, you can see in chat that Pets actually set their hearties on Grandma's now because they know they need to retake it. Well, you're right, sir.
You are right. That's gonna be their approach in. Their probably best approach. As we saw earlier, we got Coco sitting back here. Probably 60 FOV right now, just to try to get as much zoom out of that MG as he can.
12,000 filter. 60 FOV. 300 pings.
I don't know where the other GBI tank is. Oh, here he is. Hear him. Oh, he's sitting down on this hedge here. There we go. So I mean, they're slowly pushing up.
Yeah,
You know,
although Helios is now taking full control of Grandma's to the point where the 76 is rolling back.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, as cool as a huge Fury style tank push of just a couple tanks pushing by themselves looks, it doesn't usually fare well for those tanks. So they're doing a good job of playing with their infantry here, not letting Helios infantry get behind them, because that'll just be a bad day for them if they do. So they're playing, I think, as aggressive as they can right now. Let's take a quick look up into the town here and see how things are going. I mean, you can see pretty much most way up the town Helios has full control of it. They're on the Allies side of the road, and they've got the Allies pushed back to these hedges here. It's not looking the best for GBI at this point, but I mean, there's 45 minutes still. We've just hit the halfway point in the game, so there's a lot that could still happen.
Absolutely it is. Can you open the map for a split second, good sir?
Absolutely.
So we
Just
do
in time
indeed
to catch a little
have,
Smithers recon plane here.
but sadly
I'm not going
we
to
don't
see anything on it. No.
Where's our queen? Where is Crimshanks right now?
Let's see. I
Spawned in.
don't even see him on the map.
Helios making progress though.
Yeah.
The OPs, we see Option, Easy Baker, even Dog is now holding control of the trenches. So GBI is sadly pushed back to the other hedge in the red for them, in the red zone.
And you know, I don't know Helios's mindset at this point. You know, do you want to risk a little bit to try to take 4th point and so on, or are you content with realistically trying to hold this and get a 3-2? You know, you can see Gary on the back line just lit up, so GBI's got something going on back here. We got Sweet.
It's gonna be hard just to push front door from
It is, and that's what I'm thinking. You know, Sweet's gonna probably get this Gary here. You can see How and Echo coming back to try to stop him. I imagine they'll get him pretty quick once he pops it and hopefully get that Gary rebuilt.
Oh,
we can see 2 more SLs up here. So is this off of OPs? No, they got a little whammo Gary built up here, just north, and it's not pinging either. Yeah, so the garrison didn't go down. They stopped him before he could dismantle it, but they got 3 SLs on their backline right now, so that could get a little bit interesting for this north.
Yeah, I think that's what
GBI
GBI has to try at some point because they're just slowly but surely getting pushed back. I would say that the current roster of Helios tonight is very, very strong in terms of gunfights, so GBI seems to be taking a little back, and they are losing slowly but surely some ground. They have to try something to just... I mean, there's nothing worse in a comp match than not knowing exactly where and what the heck is going on from the other team. Right now, it's somewhat pretty easy. You know, they're on the street east-west approach. That's it. They're going to be right in front of their point because the layout is what it is. But if you get a garrison up, you bring enough guy, it starts pinging OPs, you underestimate or overestimate how much your guys are bringing there, somebody manages to sneak south. Well, in my case, I would be raging at that stage. So, GBI has to try something in that sense to just offset Helios because right now it doesn't look good for them. They are being pushed back once again.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, I would say this push east from Grandma's house for Helios it's pretty much impossible. What do you think, Flig, the next move for Helios would be if they wanted to try to go for WN5? Probably try to get something north on Hill 5 here and go down from there.
So you go from L5. From L5, it looks like fields and whatnot, but there is some cover from south to WN5 between L5 and WN5. There's no other way around. I mean, you get some good shooters down south to keep them at base, some tanks that are able to shell the point, machine guns as well, but the main bulk of infantry has to come from a north to south approach where there's cover and gunfights are more equal than just crossing the field. So it looks like Helios is playing for a 3-2 right now, because if they really wanted to take the 4th point, they would overload the north a little bit. They seem to have control, but they need to take L5 at all costs.
Yeah.
Utah is all about specific points on the map where you have to take control.
Yeah. We can see we got Scrimshanks. Scrimmy back up here. He took the free spawn truck all the way up across the north edge of the map, hopefully not pinging anything on his way. And he's going to kind of just try it again, work his way down. Smithers was nice enough to drop him some supplies here. Get a whammo Gary up for Helios. We can see this backline Gary. They're still pestering it a little bit. And we can see that GBI is starting to kind of make a push down from Chapel as well. So we'll see if this north end can hold on, or if this north front and east front are going to collapse in on them and start getting some more ground on the city. But I mean, this is just the meat grind right here. It sounded like, was that a third tank, or oh, we got BC? Is he on an AT gun back here? No, kind of just chilling. There's our third tanks. We got 176 playing down south here, and we've got 2 playing up north. And for Helios, let's see. We've got 2 down south and 1 up north, kind of just holding the town. Been a while. Let's go back to our Archon here real quick, kind of see where things are at on that. So we got Sherkel, GBI's artillery player, sitting in first place at 165 kills already, just over halfway through the game. Gatto Rocket in second at 124. Sniper Girl with 64. We got Source at 59, Ajax 55, Braz 51, Surflex at 49, Renegade at 46, Haggard at 45, and Coco at 44. So I mean, 165 kills halfway through the game. Really good arty. Really, I'd say, hopefully effective arty for GBI at this point.
So, Center is finally trying it. He's down south along the map edge, trying to move forward. We have 2 SLs there. You're finally doing what he should have done. I mean, it will not necessarily go well. There is armor. 2 tanks right now. Is the tank in front of Terry down? I think so, right? It's a carcass.
Yeah, that's a carcass there. The Tiger carcass, yeah. Actually.
Oh, yeah. But they have a 76, and we have... Oh, he's got 2 kills there. What a chat. I hope he put down Nopi, because otherwise, what's the point?
I'm not seeing any
there's
Nopi's
one
up, but they do have a Gary right here.
One by the Tiger.
Oh, yes, there is one by the Tiger there. So we got 1 OP up.
Oh, the 76.
76 is down.
Oh my god, what a shot from the Tigers. Who's tanking for Helios tonight?
Let's see. Trying to figure out. So that's the one on the point here. That's gonna be Scythe, Propaganda, and Wix. They're now getting engaged. Trying to see way back here. And that's actually going to be BC on an AT gun that took that shot at Wix's tank. Once they kind of figure out where that gun is, that shouldn't be too much of a problem for them.
So yes, I was playing very conservative, which I understand. They are maxing out just outside the point. I mean, to be fair, with W and 7W and 5 being the 2 points, I can... Oh, beautiful bombing run coming from our god and savior Smithers. The flare is showing up, a lot of infantry as well as the tank there. Let's see what that gives.
And you know, just I've watched enough Smithers streams, and I kind of know his mindset on bombing runs. We'll see what he gets here. More importantly, he's going for that Gary. And I can't see it, but I imagine he's probably got a Gary mark at this point on that. We'll see if he gets it. Oh no, it's actually further north. Yep, he does get the Gary there right by the 276s. Did one of those actually go down?
It looked like it blew up.
It
Nope.
looked like...
Nope, they are both
Full
up still.
damage, though. Full damage, which is... Ooh. Very close-sided.
I think Beeves is kind of rushing back here to try to get that Gary reset back up between him and Skittles. Yeah, we got the support player dropping supplies. So that Gary is going to go up about as fast as it went down.
CD might have a line of sight on the guy repairing the tank. He died, unfortunately. So where's Screamy? Let's take a look at what's happening on the map.
Looks like Scrimmy got burnout again.
Yep. As you can see there, the flare down south is showing a lot of guys.
Yeah. They still got this Gary up down south here. Behind the hedge, so we're going to see some SLs and probably some infantry trying to make some pushes off of there. Just to try to get something going. It's such a hard push for them to make.
Yeah, unfortunately, I feel like they've waited a little too long to try to put some pressure down south. Now they're pushed back so far out that unless they somehow win all their gunfights, they're one too many edges away. The carcasses are also, yeah, they know where the OP is.
Yeah, they've you know, some bad luck there. They've kind of missed it with 2 rockets, and then they got a grenade very close to it, but you know, just short of burning it with the nade. But I mean, even then, I don't think this is much of a threat here at this point.
Nope.
Helios is kind of just holding the right angles to. They can spawn all day long, but they can't make any movement off of it.
So is there any other attempt by GBI across the map? Are they trying to overload from the north? Did they manage to get They're pushed back.
Yeah,
pretty
pushed
far
back north of Chapel now.
Yeah.
We got a little Stewie pushing in here. Just probably going on that suicide run, seeing what he can find and what can he burn.
Is it stuck?
Oh, I hope not. He's going to try to clear that out. Helios, other than that, Gary doesn't really have any spawns close to deal with him. And the guy that came in... We got Whiskey here coming in as AT, so...
yeah, and the map
do.
Looks great for Helios right now.
It does. It's just not much this far back, because, I mean, really, at this point, there's not a reason to have this much this far back.
I think he's stuck again.
I think he is stuck. I think this is going to be it for that Stewie.
Oh, no.
Kim gets one of the crewmen. And Whiskey's gonna not finish off the tank, but Roncon does.
What happened
to him?
Flu Boy
went down when it
hit tracks there, or
you like exploded. You
yeah, I think he killed himself. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he killed himself with his own rockets and might have hit tracks.
Oh man.
So, little caster's curse there. We're gonna call it. That's definitely not Whiskey's fault. I'll take the blame for that one. We got Sweet here trying to make his little kind of push across the north again. Doing a good job of not pinging anything as he goes across. So they do not know he's there. We'll see if he can make anything happen. And the north is kind of looking like that same little stalemate they have down south, just a bit of a different change of scenery here.
We check the map.
Yeah.
See what's going on here.
It looks
looks really good for Helios.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like they're just boxing them out here.
Yeah, I mean there's not much to worry about with WN7 at this point. They've got them completely pushed out of the whole entire cap sector there. Let's go up. It's been a little bit since we've done this.
Oh,
So,
we have Widow.
let's get a little Widow cam
yeah.
going.
Does he know that there's a satchel next to him? I don't think he does.
I don't think he does either. He might find out in a minute here, though.
He might be eradicated.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Artie.
Oh, that Artie
Artie
got-
clears that
oh.
Gary off for him, and the
Yeah.
tank finishes it off. And then
Oh.
Artie finishes off Widow as well. So
Oh. Did that tank just go down? Or
So Asa
no,
rode
the
in.
tank is still up.
I'm talking about the thing right underneath you. Right by the edge of the cornfield.
Yeah, this tank here has gone down.
No,
Gary's still up. Terry still has his OP in the same spot.
He doesn't move at all.
I don't think he's been able to. I'm sure he would absolutely love to get out of this spot right here, but there's just nowhere for him to go.
Unless they send some... They gotta lure the Helios tanks outside of the cap sector anyhow and then push with the 76 down south. That's their only hope right now. I mean, I maintain that what I say sounds almost suicidal, but looking at how the map is going, they're not making any sort of progress anywhere, so it's the shortest route as much as they can. So the two 76, the two Tigers are next to one another. They're actually starting to make some progress on WN5. If I were Helios, I would try to break that curse of the 3-2 Helios and try that. They can do it. They have a strong lineup.
They do. And this, truthfully, I think this is a very good game for Helios.
But, like,
as far
let's
as
be
how their
honest.
performance has gone, and it's a good morale booster for them. You know, after last week, trying to play XD twice in one weekend is your first two matches as a team. Just, I don't think it went as well as some people had hoped, and hopefully this has given them some hope and showing that this team's starting to come together and the cohesion starting to build between all the different players that came together to form this. Let's go back to our
Agrid.
our little goblin cam here.
Goblin cam.
And,
Aww. Who killed him? Dr. Spet
Dr.
himself.
Spet gets
Oh.
Hagrid.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't a fair one for me to get on Haggard cam, so let's see. Once he spawns back in, let's see where he's at over here and see what he can get done now. Get back on him here. Does he? He does not know the Mongo's there, though.
We can give him a third chance, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give him one more.
Doesn't look good.
It
The
doesn't
OP's
look
covered.
good. They know where this OP is, and they've got, I think, multiple kind of shots on it. There's not a whole lot to go off of this one. Knowing Haggard, I think he said fuck it and swapped out to a different OP.
So Renegade, Renegade's actually playing machine gun. Panda must be happy not be stuck on SL duties at all time.
I mean, Helios is doing a good job of meat grinding up through these fields. You know, they've got GBI pretty much pushed back to WN5 here.
Yeah, we might have an interesting end of game with Helios actually putting pressure on the 4th and the 5th almost at the same time, considering proximity. So now we have even Sniper Girls moving up. The Sniper herself. Yep. So Xan, Aragon have to take control of that. The 2 carcasses right there. That's where obviously GBI is trying to put their launching OPs out per se. But you were right earlier. There's no way anymore they can do anything from there. They need to keep some presence though, because
If they don't, you know, Xan, Aragon, all of them are just going to shift W right up through these fields. They did finally get Terry's OP down. He's probably upset he lost it, but pretty glad he doesn't have to spawn behind that tank anymore at the same time.
oh, Aragon's trying it. Oh. Oh.
See, is he going to get to the tank? Nope, he is not.
No. Kind of sad. Oh.
That was juicy.
The only problem there is the timing, though. They don't have any squad leader to progress. Strategist there. Maybe Widow will do it. No.
I think we might. Are we gonna have?
Oh, we're gonna have a Widow aggregate. Oh.
Let's see. Let's see what happens here.
Oh. I'm bricked up. Let's go. Who's the best shot between the Fridge and the Michigan Prodigy?
Which
Maybe
one of these
zoom in a little
goblins
more.
can rat this out the hardest? Looks like Widow's ratting it really hard right now. Hagrid,
Oh my
Shift
God.
W, true form. Doesn't seem to know Widow is there. Oh, let's see.
Oh, Widow got the best
I think
there.
Widow is 2-0 on Hagrid that we have caught on camera today.
Oh, Don Vice is there. I mean, it's great and all, but there's no SL, so.
Kind of just out there
Oh,
on an
there's a
island by
tank.
yourself.
There's a tiger. There's a tiger coming.
I think
Already
the
found-
Tiger's gonna push this and get that Gary.
Oh, what a play by Don Vice. Just
Nice one,
leap onto the tank. Well done. Oh, wait, look. West. We see a push. What's
Ooh,
happening?
Do see something behind.
Oh wow. OP? Garrison?
Got infantry. Let's give it a second. See where they're spawning in at.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna last long because Brass and City have actually spotted it, and
So we got a OP behind the broken down house here.
Yeah.
It's kinda what
we
they're
just
pushing
got it
off of.
shot by Brass right there.
Yep. So they definitely know where that's at.
I wonder if the
City's
SL
going for it.
Can
move the
Sweet
OP.
stay alive long enough to move that OP though?
Wait, City got killed by whom?
I have
What?
no idea.
Oh, we
Psych
didn't
is
see
back in.
Psych.
It didn't. Yeah, it didn't show him for some reason.
I wonder if the man regrets going to GBI now that he could be part of that new coalition of teams.
Let's check on Sweet. I wonder if the OP's back up.
I don't think they ever. So he moved it. Nothing ever got
Yeah.
burnt
Yes,
there. I don't
Sweet is
think.
on the point, so
Yeah, well, Sweet just went down. So it's probably in the trench maybe?
I don't see. Oh, right back
Oh,
here
there it
behind
is,
the
there it is.
hedge. Okay.
oh, are
wow.
So they are on hard cap.
Oh wow, this is potentially huge.
It's not a ton yet. You know, it's
Oh,
My-
DJ.
what I'm wondering the most right here is what kind of reaction does Helios make? So they've got one OP. Do they
They're coming
realize
back.
that's all it is, or do they think it's more?
Oh, they're getting wiped.
Yep.
I think Helios shut this out pretty quick.
Good effort though by GBI. That was to get all the way around or to break.
Flex
the line and then
just
get
doing some flex stuff. It's gonna
Yeah,
kill
they're
everybody on
just
the OP.
Oh,
They did
Psych's still
get a
alive?
satchel on the house though. Let's see what Psych
So-
can up. Not much.
I'd say right there was a textbook mistake from the SL, and not to be an ass or anything, but you get the OP there, and you start attacking right away. You're just gonna get encircled. Everybody's gonna
Yeah.
know where your OP is. So your job is to get the OP, and then you just yeet the fuck out. You do some ESPD shenanigans. You go crouch, map edge south, and hope for the
There
best.
goes the OP.
Yep.
Yep. So that push is completely done with. I think that was a good response from Helios there. You can tell with Dr. Spets down here, Ron Con, Leaps, they flexed a couple kind of guys back to help this defense out, but they didn't think that it was more than it actually was an overcommit.
Yep. Yeah, that was well done. So, thanks to that attempt from, we have a Tiger on the edge there. We're
Yep.
almost W5. So Tiger is well located. We need to get some infantry to help out as well if they want to really go for that 4-point. Widow's close.
And I don't see, I'm not seeing any 76s either. That's an AT gun that's engaging the Tiger right now. I wonder
Yeah, I
if
think
they
Tiger
know
is gonna
that
get
yet.
surrounded. So Scythe and Wix are out of their. Oh, Terry got
So-
both. All right.
Yep. So we have anybody? We got Prop by himself in the tank here. So I think he's gonna be about done for. Terry can't do anything, but eventually, you know, they got this OP right there. AT's gonna come in and finish him off.
So, can we take a quick look at the map? Did that attempt change anything? Oh, look at Helios being on the attack. All north, it is beautiful. It's almost a straight line in the G column.
It looks good.
We have, where's our queen? Our queen is far north.
Still trying to get something going up there.
Long live the queen.
Now that WN5 itself is getting some more pressure on it, maybe he'll have some better luck of kind of moving through undetected.
So we just lost. No, is the tank down south still fully manned? The Tiger there? It's slightly.
This one is just prop still.
Oh, just prop. It's just prop. Yeah, I forgot for a second. I thought it was a new one. Indeed, it's still up somehow. So prop is multitasking right now. One man on the shaft, one end on the shaft, one end on the tank. Can do it.
I mean, let's see something real quick here. So we've got.
They finally got L5.
It looks like this tank just abandoned ship up here.
No, I think
Trying to
it's
triple rep.
Is it stuck?
Prop just went down, and we've got Yuz tank coming up.
There's another tank top. It's a no. Okay, it's
Yeah,
not.
that's just a natural spawns. We've got nothing but natural spawns back here. I imagine
So-
with Yuz tank coming up, they're on cooldown right now, so it's going to be a second before Prop and Wix are able to get another heavy, I would imagine.
Helios is doing a good job pushing too.
They are.
They're just slowly inching forward. And if you look at the map, they kind of have like this ramp thing going on at the north side, where it's kind of like engulfing that whole area, which is a nice.
They're
line.
playing exactly.
I think what
slow
you're going to
pace
see
game.
too is as, you know, G, F, and P kind of push forward here, they're going to start coming down as well to really just encircle and entrap W and 5.
Yeah, because if you get some pressure on WN5 from the north, and that's your layout there, spawning on the beach is the worst thing that could happen.
Yeah.
So there's 16 minutes left, 17. This can make it for an interesting end of game. Obviously, GBI is going to try everything, not get 4-1 or 5-0'd.
Have we seen any airheads today from GBI? I don't think
We have
I've-
not.
We have
Not
not.
that,
I've seen a single
not
one.
that I've
There
caught
is
at least.
a 76 yeeting itself down south. It killed a lot of infantry. We can't see it from your... Yeah,
Oh,
nope,
look.
behind West, right there.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh no,
Oh,
no.
yep, I see him
By-
now. There we go.
Yeah. The VLK player. Just causing mayhem right now. Ugh.
Looked like a little team kill action. It happens. Did he get the OP on that?
I mean, that's a hard angle to.
Sorry about this shit camera work, guys. Yeah, he got the OP there. So can Aragon get it back up?
This is the point of the game where you're gonna see a lot of desperation plays, especially from the GBI side.
Yeah.
Just trying to get some pressure, just trying to get some offense going here.
Oh, what a shot! Whoever.
Absolute fucking
Beautiful shot from.
line.
So Sandari's going
Looks like
for the
Don
OP.
Vice here with the
Holy
beautiful shot
fuck,
on that.
was sick.
I wonder if he burned the OP. SL's still alive, but he managed to.
The carcass is gone though. He cleared the carcass.
Oh God, run, fellas! Oh, Confused doing it. It's still alive somehow. He keeps on running. What
He's-
a maniac! He tried to rocket.
He did what I always do. You get excited to get the tank rocket, and then you don't realize the OP's there until. the
Oh,
guys
what
spawn
a
on
team
it.
kill! How many guys did he get there?
Two
There
or
were at least
three?
4 GBI. Yeah.
Can we take a look at the Helios tanks? Ooh,
Well,
Was that a-
one of them's going to be down to WN7. I can tell you that much.
yeah,
Yeah, there it is. The Tiger is.
That one's dead. Oh no, that's an AT gun.
AT gun. 80 gun.
Okay.
So, where are the other heavies?
Let's see. We've got one up around Hill 5 here.
That line of
And
OPs is
That,
beautiful.
one sitting back here behind WN7.
Are they
and we've
waiting for the
got
third one? I'm assuming
Wix's
yes.
tank coming up now.
So you wait for the third one. You can send 2 south, 1 trying to clear the ship from the north, and you can try to put pressure on the fort. But it looks like GBI are managing to keep them at bay.
Another this laser of a rocket on the side of that 76. They're getting out to rep here. See, double rep.
And we still got this AT gun back here that hasn't really been dealt with all game. So he's pestering those Tigers. They're trying to get him.
Yeah.
It's just that's a hard shot to make from that far out.
That's
They're a much
dangerous.
smaller target than the Tigers are.
Oh!
Artie gets the repair.
Oh.
Oh, we get a Rick.
That was close. We got 11 minutes to win it here for GBI. Let's see if they.
Can we get some Widow action? He's down the line.
Yeah, let's
right
get some
here.
Widow action here.
Let's see if GBI.
Oh,
airhead
nope, so
dominator
much for Widow action.
There's a precision strike going down.
And yep, still
about
the worst
2
commander
minutes
ability.
late.
This is not accurate.
Ajax, Max Pad, pushing like maniacs. Oh, GBI has 2 OPs around that field there. Max Pad got yeeted in the hair. Ajax is dead as well.
Let's see, I don't know. There's Widow. Let's try this Widow cam again here.
I would say his movement is anything but erratic.
See if we can see what he sees. Might have Hamdog there.
What the f?
Oh, 4 shots
Took
to
him
kill
4
one guy,
shots.
Widow.
Jesus.
It might
Caught him
be time to
4K,
hang it
baby.
up.
Oh, that was a nicer shot, yeah.
That was much better. I give you about a 6 on the engagements there, Widow. The 4 shots just really hurt your score. So looking at the Archon here, Gatto Rocket has actually taken over first place at 211 kills. Sherkle was a respectable 1 kill behind him at 210. And then our highest infantry is Sniper Girl at 91. So
Nice.
Artie's definitely putting in the work today. Infantry as well, but Artie is just really shining.
Yeah, to be fair, artillery has a fun time with that layout. But yes,
yeah.
they're both doing their jobs. Oh, we have a Widow. Oh, Agrid just killed Widow, and we got it finally.
So 9 minutes.
Goblin
to
against
win it
Goblin.
for GBI here, and if you look at the map here, I think we're gonna see the desperation play here in the next couple minutes.
Yeah, because Helios has everything locked down pretty well.
Yeah, those like that garrison placement is pretty.
Supplies
pretty
everywhere. I mean, this is a commander's wet dream right there.
It is. Smithers got to be very happy with how this is playing out right now. We've got 2 Tigers just kind of hanging down south here at WN7. I imagine that's probably going to be where they hang out for the rest of the game. just in case there is some sort of desperation airhead or something. You know, they can stop whatever happens on it quickly. You know, Flig, I hate to bring this game up again, but, you know, the seasonal game against WTH, where we were the allies, and, yeah, our last-minute desperation airhead just to see 4 Tigers sitting on WN7 staring at us. And Honey Badger, if you're still in the chat, I know you're getting a giggle out of that memory.
The best and the worst part of that airhead is that, thanks to Scooter, we managed to get a garrison there that wasn't seen at first, so we had a lot of guys spawning. And yet, no matter how many infantry guys we get, being stuck between Tigers and machine guns doesn't do jack shit. We believed it for about 10 seconds until we saw the tanks looking at us.
It was like all wind had been kicked out of your sails.
I mean, we threw the game before, so I know it scarred a lot of people. But still, it is what it is. We move on.
And we form new teams.
So, how does the map look like with 9 minutes left? Will we see a... Oh, there's a transport truck or supply truck from GBI that was spotted by City. Yep, exactly. That's where it is.
Let's see what we
flare.
got here. So
It
we
is a
got the
supply truck.
supplies down.
But
Nothing
there's nobody
built
around.
on it, though. I think he got shot off of it before he could build anything. Good job on the back line. Oh, no, he did get a Gary build here. Pisces got to hear it by now. Yeah, he sees it, so that'll be shut down.
Oh, the 4 point
starting to get some pressure on 4th.
Yep. Ow. The guys
I mean,
so...
I think GBI's only hope at this point is going to be a lucky airhead, but with Helios being able to exert actual pressure on 4th point, I don't know if they're going to be able to pull it off. Dr. Spets calling for a fallback in chat. So, actually, GPI's got some good pressure on the town here. This is where it might start to get interesting. Can they make this into something? BC Finest with his rockets in the backline here. What did he get? Looks like just a rep station. There might have been a Gary there. Nope, Gary's further down.
At the same time, but the bombing run doesn't seem to catch anybody. Maybe Tranic.
It does get the Gary on point, however, so we'll see if Helios can get that back up quick.
They still have a Gary down south with 2 Tigers, so unless GBI manages to get armor... Airhead was called. WN7 Airhead falling down WN7.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, well, okay.
Smithers is going to be right under it.
The only issue there is that... Is it a little bit north of your...
Nope. It's going to be right here in the barbed wire, I think. Oh, no, just north of the barbed wire.
Yeah, it's gone.
So they'll snuff that airhead out real quick.
Surprised it wasn't followed by a bombing run.
Yeah, the bombing run came in way too early.
And they did get the Gary rebuild on WN7.
Yeah, and the guys are still way out of cap sector up north.
So with this much pressure from north, I think Helios is about all given up on WN5, which is probably the smart move.
Yep, and GBI is being counter push from north, so they're a little bit stuck kind of in a bubble.
Let's see if we can figure out where the GBI tanks are real quick, because that's really what I think is what they're gonna need is a good strong tank push. We got 176 still sitting back here closer to WN5, starting to push up.
I mean, I'm not sure what he's waiting for. You got 2 minutes to cap. So, or just
I mean, that's...
He's being double tapped, or at least the risk of double tapping from...
I think he's really the only one they have up. And coming down here, yeah, that Tiger, as soon as he starts to push forward, is going to have
So the Tiger right now is using the tricky window thing that we discovered from TL, where you can just... The tank can shoot through, I think, through the barn.
And then we actually have 2 AT guns built down here now. So really, as soon as that 76 peaks, he's going to be done for.
Yeah,
Helios, good job of taking control of the north of the city. You know, pushing GBI back out.
Yep.
There's still 2 minutes left, so to start capping, so anything could happen, but I think it's looking like this is going to be a GG's for Helios here. One AT gun goes down. Tiger and the second are still up. Smithers calmly and comfortably in his command post in the top floor of the house. I'm sure he's got his map just sprawled out on the table there.
So Santa Ray was 76 down.
76 is down. AT gun
not
still
76,
up though.
Tiger.
Tiger, yes.
Yeah. Regardless, the issue is now infantry from GBI has been reset entirely, so they're back to that east to west straight line approach. And they have a field, and then a trench, and then another field, and Sniper Girl is just waiting for them to come. She must have, by that stage, passed the 100 kills mark, right?
She is sitting at 103 right now.
Which is in line with her skill level, and the fact she's playing Sniper on that layout. So we see a massive concentration of GBI players trying to take back Grandmas, but I mean, it's almost over. 15 seconds start capping.
I don't see it happening.
It's fair to say that it is indeed a good game from both teams.
That'll be GG's. So 3-2. Game goes to Helios. They're making me think they might get the 4-1 there for a second, but realistically, 3-2 is kind of what I was expecting on this map. GBI put up a strong defense, keeping them from getting that 4th point. Yeah. GG's to both teams. Very well played.
Very well played. Helios were in control, aside of that small moment in the first quarter of the game where Agrid and GBI managed to sneak into the point and satchel the house. I'd say the tanks made a lot of difference as well. The GBI tanks were not a threat by any means. It also is the direct result of Helios playing well with the tanks coordinating, as well as all the AT guns and the utility job done by the team.
Smithers with a little last-minute bombing run there. Not really needed, but, you know, Commander's got to pad the kill count a little bit. GG's going up in chats.
It was a good game.
If you have them, use them, you know?
Yeah.
Can't take them with you. Yeah, it was a great match on both sides.
Pretty much, the match pretty much went on as we expected it to be. It was a stalemate for a while. I felt like Helios was winning gunfights much more than GBI, pushing them back slowly but surely W and 5. And the only way to counteract that when you're losing gunfights is to try to create havoc somewhere else or just confuse the other team, which they did once or twice. Nice attempts, but good reactions on Helios. So I think it was a good game for the Helios 2.0. And as you said earlier, Ginger, I think it's providing them with a little bit of a confidence boost that was necessary, considering that your first 2 scrims you play as a new team against XD is not the easiest way to start a new era of a team.
It's really jumping feet first into the fire, and respect to them for taking such a difficult team on first. But yeah, I think Helios put up a very good game today. So did GBI. Looking at the final Archon here, we had Shirkle with 237, Gatto Rocket at 222, Sniper Girl with 107, Source at 98, Ajax 96, Sir Flexalot 92, Braz 90, Haggard 88, Roger at 79, and in 10th place we got Cooked with 78. So definitely some good fragging from infantry there as well. It wasn't just an all tank and arty game, but you can see kind of from the stats here, Helios is looking like they probably outfragged a little bit. So,
well, gentlemen, it was a fun time streaming with you. Thanks for having us, Ginger, for your first.
Thank you, Ginger.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming along. Thank you for everybody that checked out the chat in the stream. Hopefully, we'll be doing more of these as time goes on. And I'm not going to stream Herkin, so GG's everyone. You all have a good night.